Hey guys, today's look is featuring the Anastasia Artist Palette. It is one of the most colorful palettes I own, so I incorporated a lot of purple and blue tone shadows, so let's get started. So I've already primed my eyes and now I'm going in with the color called Dusty Rose from the palette, and I'm applying this into my crease. This shade will act as our transition shade. I'm going to be using a Sigma E40 brush to blend it all out. Now I'm going in with the Anastasia Single Shadow in Sienna with a MAC 217 brush. This will kind of just deepen the crease a little bit more. I'm going in with a shade called Aubergine from the Artist Palette, and I'm using a MAC 217 brush to apply that shade into the outer V, and I'm also bringing that shade up into the outer crease just a little bit. You don't want to bring the Aubergine shade all the way in, you still want the Sienna to be visible. Next, I'm going to take this shade called Blue Velvet. This is from the Artist Palette as well, and I'm going to place that kind of on top of Aubergine, and I'm also going to bring that a little bit further in. For the lid color, I'm using the shade called Unicorn, and I'm going to be applying this wet. I just used the brush that came with the palette, but any shader brush will do. I apply this in the center of my lid, basically right next to the Blue Velvet and Aubergine shade. You want to leave your inner part of your eyes open because that's where we're going to apply a different shade. So for the inner part of the eye, I'm going in with the color called Punch Fuchsia, and I'm using the same brush that I used to apply Unicorn. I also applied this color wet, but then again you can use this dry. I use Fix Plus to apply my shadows wet. Also, if you guys are wondering what products I'm using, I'm going to list all of it down below in the description box. So the shadows basically look like they're obviously placed right next to each other and they're not really blended. So I'm just taking the other side of the brush that I was using, and I'm just using the fluffy kind of blending brush just to kind of blend all the colors together so that it kind of just looks really soft and really nice and kind of blended into each other. So I kind of lost that kind of sienna dusty rose shade in my crease, so I'm going back in with those two colors, and I'm just going to be reapplying that shade in just so that it appears more vibrant and it's more visible. Now I'm using a Sigma E40 brush with no additional product, just to kind of blend out the edges to make it look more soft. To highlight the brow bone, I'm going to take the color called Buttery from the Artist Palette, and I'm just taking a Real Techniques eyeshadow brush. So I'm going to speed through this part. I'm using my Inglot Gel Liner in 77 to do a winged liner. I'm using my tape as a guideline. If you're really bad at doing winged liner, I suggest using the tape. It's such a great hack to get a nice sharp wing. Now I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply my falsies. I'm using House of Lashes Iconic and Starlet Stack. For the lower lash line, I'm basically going to take the 2 lid shades that we used and apply that on the lower lash line with a Sigma E56 brush. I'm first taking the shade called Fuschia and I'm applying that into the inner corner of the eyes, and then I'm taking Unicorn to basically apply that to the rest of the eyes just to give it a nice dark smoky look. And for the tear duct highlight, I'm using the Balm's Manizer with a MAC 219 brush. Now I'm going in with Buxom's eyeliner in Call Me and applying that into the waterline. After I'm done applying the eyeliner to my waterline, I'm going to take a small smudge brush and kind of just smudge the eyeliner to my lower lash line so that it gives it more of a smoky eye effect. And that completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know what other looks you want to see. I'm going to leave all my social media platforms down below in the description bar and at the end of the video.